Sophomore and cheerleader of the week, Ari Owen. Senior, Edison Levy. Sophomore, Madison Hill. Sophomore, Samantha Harrison. Senior Manager, Natalie Palacios. And these are your 2025-2026 Eastview High School varsity cheerleaders. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you now rise for the playing of the school songs. We begin with the visitors, the Lake Belton Broncos school song.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Eastview Patriot Football on Vype Live. Tonight we're going to bring you this District 8 5A matchup between the Lake Belton Broncos and your Eastview Patriots. Currently out on the field, they're playing the school song now. I'm Chris Cavazos along with Josh Blanche here bringing you this game tonight. It's homecoming for Eastview, so expect some extra festivities on the field tonight as it is homecoming. Also, for those that were going to tune in for the band performance at halftime, it is being replaced with the homecoming festivities. So if you were looking forward to listening to the band, they will probably have a smaller performance tonight. If so, normally they play in the background as they're announcing the homecoming court and whatnot. So you'll get to hear that, but tune in next week to hear the band's full performance. Eastview comes into today's game 3-1 overall and 1-0 in 8-5A. In their previous game, they came away with the resounding win over the Glen Grizzlies, 31-17. Lake Belton comes into this game 2-2. They're also 1-0 in district. And they also won their previous game against Rouse. It was a high-scoring affair, 49-38. Eastview's head coach is Bill Robertson, and Belton's head coach is Brian Cope. So Josh, today it's homecoming. It's a different type of atmosphere out here. Texas high school football always has its pageantry, but when it's homecoming, it takes it to a whole other level.
It really does.
Please take your seats as we await the arrival of both teams to the field.
One homecoming, it's almost as big as senior.
Definitely. Especially if you're a senior and this is your final homecoming. I'm looking forward to, like I said, the extra festivities. I know homecoming is celebrated in high school football across the country, but Texas takes it to the next level. As I've always said in the past, no one does high school football better than we do here in Texas. So I hope you enjoy tonight's game as these two teams come in as Belton takes the field running through their inflatable. Again, they're also 1-0 in District 8-5A. They're looking to stay undefeated, but they're going to come in facing this really good Eastview team that's on a hot streak. After that first initial loss to start the season against Stony Point, they are on a 3-game winning streak and looking to keep that going. And here come your Eastview Patriots taking the field. You hear the cowbells going off again. That's just, I know, when I played high school football, we had a couple of teams that, they utilized the cowbell. When you hear them rattling and rolling, you know that it's hard to overcome that type of atmosphere. But luckily, we have it on our side tonight. You never have too much, exactly.
welcome these
We need to go down there and say we need more cowbell.
and our
Yeah.
sideline for the national anthem.
So the national anthem will be sung by the Eastview High School Choir. The colors are presented on the field.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you all rise and remove your hats as we honor all the brave men and women who have served or are currently serving our country at home and abroad with the singing of our national anthem, performed by the Eastview High School Choir under the direction of Beth Burrow and Collie Rowland.
All right.
Please remain standing as our
We'll have the coin toss here momentarily. Again, this is a 8-5A matchup tonight. Both of these teams are 1-0 in district, looking to stay undefeated. But someone's going to have to go walk away with here with a loss. So let's hope that it's Lake Belton that has to walk away with a loss tonight. Lake Belton comes in, they'll be wearing their away road uniforms, which consists of gray pants, white tops with red lettering, and a gray-silver helmet. Eastview will be wearing their home uniforms, which consists of white pants with a with a blue and red stripe along the side. Navy blue jersey with white numerals. Their navy blue helmets with the very recognizable EV logo on the sides. Captains for tonight's game for Eastview is going to be number 17, Lucas Kidd, number 21, Manny Williams, number 28, Noah Thornburg, and number 24, Colin Burrell. For Lake Belton, it'll be number 17, Gavin Owens,
number 21, Manny Williams, number 24, Colin Burrell.
And as soon as we can get a good number 7, Maverick Maddox, and I believe it's number 28, Cooper Arnold. I'm sorry, 22, Arrington Alexander.
Lake Belton has won the toss and deferred to the second half.
So Lake Belton won the toss. They've deferred their choice to the second half, which means Eastview will start this game on offense. They'll receive the kickoff. Person that was one of the Cavs is number 23 for Lake Belton, Braxton Cope. right, we're getting ready here for kickoff again. It is homecoming for the Eastview Patriots. So at halftime, expect the homecoming festivities to take precedence over band performances. Again, if you tuned in for the band, apologies, they're not going to be performing their normal set tonight. Catch them next week. We will have them, their performance in their entirety next week, but tonight it's homecoming, so that's going to take precedence. Back deep to receive for the Patriots is going to be number 8, Jelani Culpepper, and then number 7, Aquavius Marbury. Number 99, Aiden Lasich will kick off for the Broncos. And here's the kick. Ooh. And it's recovered by Culpepper, and he's going to be stopped at the 15-yard line, and that's where Eastview will start their first offensive series of the game. Actually, they're going to mark him at the 16. Exactly. Number 1, Cormac Guerrero is going to be the quarterback. Offset to the left of him is going to be number 22, Blake Honeycutt. And it's going to be a handoff to Honeycutt. He's going to try to find some room. No, Guerrero has some room on the left side, and he's down to the 40, 45, 50, and he could go all the way, 30, 35, 20, 10, and he's going to be into the end zone for the touchdown. What a way to start the game, Josh. You called it right there. That is a 85-yard touchdown run for Guerrero to start this game, and Eastview strikes first, strikes quick. The kick is up. Kick by number 80, Tavan Gonzalez. And just like that, it's Eastview 7, Lake Belton nothing.
7-0 game. Now, if you are Lake Belton, you're thinking to yourself, all right, you know what? We can give it up, but you don't want to just give it up on the first play of the game, the first run of the game. That was great play, great everything. This really sets the tone.
Definitely. Yeah, the line sealed off that left side, which gave room for Guerrero to make that run. And, you know, we've been following Eastview all year, and Guerrero is just as dangerous with his arm and his legs. He can get you both ways. He's truly a dual-threat quarterback, one of the best ones in the district. So you have to account not just for his passing ability, but for his ability to run the football.
They don't find
Gonzalez will kick off. Back deep to return for Lake Belton will be number 4 is Zion Harness, and can't see the other individual, but it looks like it's going to be returned by an up man. Ooh, and he's leveled at the 25-yard line. That was 23, Braxton Cope. And my apologies, I didn't get the Eastview kickoff man who leveled him at the 25, but that was a huge hit. And that's what a way to start, even though that technically wasn't defense. What a way to hype up your defense with a big hit on special teams.
A big hit or a big turnover and always help. Plus, it helps them when they push them up 7-0. So whatever is going on down there, it's really working.
Maddox is going to be the quarterback for Lake Belton. Takes a snap, play action. He's looking. They got a hand on him, and he throws it, and it's almost picked off. That was number 21, Manny Williams. Almost had it. He had it in his breadbasket, but wasn't able to hold on to it.
I'm telling you, he held on onto it. He was going to the house. Looked like there was nobody
Yeah.
close to him in the end zone.
It would have definitely been a pick six, no question about it. But now it's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 25-yard line for Lake Belton. Offset to the right of Maddox is Zion Dupree, and Maddox is going to throw again. Pass is caught. Looks like caught by number 8, Christian
On the reception, Christian
Onquery.
tackled by Manny Williams.
Manny Williams on the tackle. It's enough for a first down. Moves down to the 41-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Lake Belton Broncos.
Broncos, that's a good pass and throw, but don't let that get too much ahead of you.
Motions man. Maddox motions the man. Going from right to left. Going back to pass. Bubble screen. And that's sniffed out by the Patriots. Let's see where they mark this. It's definitely going to be a loss. Number 34 on the tackle, Cameron Watkins. And they're going to move him back just a yard, back to the 41-yard line. The original line of scrimmage was on the 42, so it's going to be 2nd and 11 for the Broncos. Oh, try to draw him off sides with the early clap there. Maddox drops back to pass. Here comes the rush, and he is able to evade it. He's still going, throws it away, and it's caught for a small gain, but that was a lot of work for 3 yards. They bring it down to the 44-yard line, and it's going to be 3rd and 8 for Lake Belton.
Patriots are doing a great job.
Gain of 2. 3rd and 8.
It's going to really throw off his time.
So 3rd down. Let's see if they can get the Broncos offense off the field. Here comes the blitz. And there's the pass. And it's dropped. Pass was intended for, can't see the number. I believe that's number 8, Christian Onquery. I apologize. I know I'm not pronouncing the last name correctly, so I apologize, Christian. But pass was dropped. It's going to be 4th and 8, and Lake Belton's going to punt. Back deep to receive for Eastview is going to be Jelani Culpepper. And punting will be number 1, Davian Peters. It's a rugby-style punt, and they're going to let it roll, and Eastview smartly stays away from it, and it's going to roll dead around the 16-yard line, and that's where Eastview will start their 2nd offensive series of the game. Let's see if it will have the same quick fireworks that the first offensive series did, scoring on the first play of the game.
I would say that both of those first 2 drives scored the first play, you were able to keep them not even in. They didn't even get over the 50, so you were able to cause a punt. So now you have a little bit of breathing room for the rest of the game. Now you can slow the game down a little bit, run the ball, throw it.
Guerrero back on the shotgun. That's going to be a screen pass to Honeycutt, and he makes a cut there, but he gets back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. Let's see, they might give him a yard. Let's see what happens here. It's kind of tough from this angle. Yeah, they're going to give him a yard, so it's going to be 2nd and 9 for the Patriots. Oh, actually, they gave him 2, so it's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Patriots at the 19-yard line. Guerrero in the shotgun. Honeycutt offset to the right, and it is a handoff to Honeycutt. He cuts in, cuts back, tries to go up the middle, and there's not much room there, but he's keeping his feet moving. He's going to gain about 3 more yards down to the 23-yard line.
Brought down by Gavin Stewart.
So it's going to be about 3rd and about 5 for the Patriots.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
That's
Actually, they're going to call it 3rd and 4 for the Patriots on the 23-yard line. Guerrero's looking to pass. Throws deep. He has a man open, and it's caught. That's number 2, Sam Williams. And he's going to be brought down in the red zone around the 17-yard line. What a huge play, explosive play for the Patriots. Oh, there, it looks like there was, oh no, they're pulling it back. I thought there was a flag maybe we missed. So they're going to move it back to the 23-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the Broncos 23. Guerrero looking to throw again, throws the fade route to the corner. It's there if it's caught, and it is caught at the 1.
Wow.
Reception by Caleb Hill.
Oh, man.
That was number 10, Caleb Hill on the catch. It's going to be 1st and goal for the 1, from the 1 for the Patriots. And it looks like Honeycutt crossed. Let's see if they're going to. They call it a touchdown. Honeycutt with the 1-yard touchdown run. Yeah, this is new. My son played football for Georgetown High School, and this field, the stadium was relatively new. They weren't doing that back then. Gonzalez for the kick. Kick is up. And it's good. So with 8:36 left to go in the first quarter, score is Eastview 14, Lake Belton nothing. Yeah, it looks like Lake Belton's defense has no answers for the Patriots' offense. So, and here's the thing: is when you can run and pass at will, you're going to have a good night. Defensively, yes, the last series the Patriots' defense got the stop, but Lake Belton had opportunities. So, I would think from a defensive perspective, hey, let's try to shore it up a little bit because a caught ball here and there would have made a difference in that drive. So. Let's see if the defense can shore up just a little bit. Other than that, they're playing lights out. So Gonzalez with the kickoff, back deep to return for Lake Belton will be number 1, Davian Peters, and number 4, Zion Harness. And it's just going to be a little pooch kick. It's going to drop, and it's picked up. Oop. Peters picked that up. And they're going to mark it at the it looked like the 28-yard line. That's where Belton will start their second offensive series of the game. So we have Maddox, quarterback in the shotgun. And they're going to hand off to their running back, Zylan Dupree, and he's going to actually lose a yard back to the 27. It's going to be 2nd and 11 for the Lake Belton Broncos. One thing Eastview does have, they have a stout front 4 in the defensive line. Actually, the front 3, they play a 3-man defensive line. Maddox looking to throw, and he's scrambling, which he seems to do it. There's a flag on the play. Overshot his receiver, but that flag is in the area of holding, and it looks like, based off the umpire, it is going to be holding.
On the offense, number 71. That penalty is declined. 3rd down.
Yeah, that was Isaiah Falk on the hold.
try to make up the ground.
Yeah, they declined the penalty, so it's going to be 3rd and 11 from the 27-yard line for Lake Belton. Definitely not a spot you want to be in when it comes to down and distance on 3rd down. And here comes the blitz for the Patriots, but Maddox has time. He's throwing deep, but there's no one there, but it's intercepted. I would say there's no one there but a Patriot. That's intercepted by number 7, Aquavius Marbury, and it's going to be a turnover. Eastview will take over on the 35-yard line.
It's been Murphy's Law the first couple of series for the Broncos, but that was wonderful. Good job of high pointing and tracking the ball.
Yeah, if I was, I wouldn't have thrown that ball. But again, they're I understand they're trying to make something happen, trying to light a spark so they can get some momentum. Unfortunately, it didn't play out for the Broncos there. But for our Patriots, it's going to be 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line with 7:47 to go in the first quarter. And here's a handoff to Clater, and he's going to gain about 3 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 7. And move him down to about the 38-yard line.
On the tackle, Shane Elliott.
It's going to be 2nd and 7. Oh, it looks like a Lake Belton player is hurt. So they're going to call a injury timeout here. Yeah, he just kind of collapsed, and I hope he's all right. Yeah, I mean, normally you see, like, when we did the first broadcast, we had a couple of kids out there that, succumbed to the heat, succumbed to the cramps. Normally you see those at the beginning of the season. You see them in abundance, but it can happen at any time. It's still 90 degrees out there. Down on the field, it's actually hotter. So, yeah, if you're not hydrated appropriately, yeah, you could end up getting a cramp. But hopefully that's all it is for this young man. So we could talk a little bit about Eastview's offense. They've actually been really clicking on all cylinders. Guerrero with that run, keeping it on the ground, 85-yard touchdown run, and then 2 big pass plays to set up the 1-yard touchdown run by Honeycutt. Eastview's offense is doing whatever it needs, basically whatever it wants to do to move down the field.
The best part about it is that they moved the ball different ways. The first drive was the run, second drive was the pass. So now they have 2 proven ways to move the ball down the field. So if one does unfortunately get stopped, they don't have to worry about it. They have playmakers at all levels just trying to keep it going.
So it looks like the Lake Belton player needed a little bit of help walking off, but hopefully the young man will be okay. Here we go. It's going to be 2nd and 7 from Eastview's own 38-yard line. Guerrero takes a snap. He's looking. He's throwing deep. He does have a man who has a step, and it's dropped. Oh, that would have been a huge play. It was intended for number 3, Alan Blaylock, and it would have been 6 in the sticks there if he made that catch. But yeah, it went through his hands, and it happens. So it's going to be 3rd down and 7 from the 38-yard line for the Patriots. Definitely. So it's going to be 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7 for the Patriots here. Trying to draw them off sides, and Guerrero's going to change the play. 7:02 left to go in the first quarter, and it looks like Eastview is going to call their first timeout of the half. They'll have 2 remaining. So that was that drop pass was one of the rare mistakes that Eastview's made tonight on offense. Again, that would have been an explosive play, set them up in the red zone, but just went through his hands. And again, it happens. It happens. But he did have a step. The route was run perfectly. He just wasn't able to haul the catch. But you know what? Don't dwell on it. Like you said, Josh, we'll make that catch next time.
Next time. Right now, I feel like they're just trying to figure it out. Third down has not really been where they've been. They've had a lot of first and second down plays. So you're in an unfamiliar territory early in the game with third down. You really do have to say, well, what do we do? And what can we do? They've only had one third down thus far, and that was the massive pass of just a drive ago.
Here we go, 3rd and 7. Guerrero's looking through. He has a whole lot of room in the middle. He's going to get the first down, and he's more. He's down to the 40, and he has some room on the right side. Still on his feet, cuts back inside. And what happened? Did he give himself up? I didn't see him. That's definitely something I'm going to watch in the broadcast tomorrow, because I did not see what happened. It just looked like he kind of stopped running. But needless to say, an explosive play brings him down to Lake Belton's 28-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Patriots with 6:38 to go in the first quarter. Here's Guerrero, takes the snap, looking to pass again. Here's that fade, and it's not going anywhere because that was intended for Sam Williams, but he kind of got mixed up with the Lake Belton defender, kind of cut him off his route, wasn't able to make the spot. So here we go. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from Lake Belton's 28-yard line. Guerrero takes a snap, hands off to Clater, and he's going to rumble down to the 24-yard line. And it looks like there's a flag on the play. Sometimes with the flag, because you see how the field's two-toned? When it hits the darker tone grass, sometimes it's hard to see it. Oh, and they're waving the flag off, so there's no penalty. So it's going to be a minimal. Well, actually, it looks like they're going to spot him on the 24-yard line. So it's going to be about 3rd and 5 from the 24 for the Patriots. Getting the play from the sideline. Got 14 seconds on the play clock. Here we go, 3rd and 5 from the 24-yard line of the Broncos. It's a handoff to Clater, cuts back in the middle, has the first down, still on his feet, and he's going to be brought down around the 12-yard line for a first down. 1st and 10 for the Patriots from the 12-yard line after that first down run from Clater. 5:36 to go in the first quarter, and the Patriots are knocking on the door again in the red zone. And here goes Guerrero, takes the snap. It looks like, it was a read. He's still on his feet, and they're going to bring him down. He's going to lose a couple yards. They're going to mark him down on the 16-yard line. So it's going to be a loss of about 4 yards there. It's going to be 2nd and 10. I'm sorry, not 2nd and 10. It's going to be 2nd and 14. Yep. That was the first time they went backwards. So it's going to be 2nd and 14 from the 16-yard line. They can still get a first down if they get to past the 2. There's snap. Guerrero takes snap, looking to pass, and looks like he just throws it out of bounds. It looks like it was intended for Clater. There's probably some miscommunication there. So now we're looking at 3rd and 14 from the 16. Well, I would say this. The way the defense is playing, I think if they can get it to a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, they're going to go for it on 4th. So let's see what they dial up here to try to get to that good down and distance for 4th down. Snap. Guerrero looking to pass. He throws it in the end zone. He has the corner. And it's called for the touchdown! Alan Blaylock with a beautiful pass from Guerrero makes that catch for the touchdown on 3rd and 14. It was actually defended pretty well. The ball was placed right exactly where it needed to be by Guerrero. That was an excellent pass, excellent catch. Kick by Gonzalez is good. So it's 4:23 left in the first quarter. The score is Eastview 21, Lake Belton nothing. So everything's going right tonight. And you know what? If everything should go right for a football team, it should be on their homecoming night. And that's exactly what's happening tonight. So Gonzalez to kick off. Back deep to receive for Lake Belton will be number 1, Peters, and number 23, Braxton Cope. It's going to be a little kick in the middle. And it's going to be fair caught by number 21, Davian Rodriguez, at the 20-yard line. Actually, they're going to mark him. I'm sorry. They're going to mark him on the 24, it looks like. Let's see. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line for the Broncos. Maddox takes the snap. He's looking to pass again. Zips one over it. It's caught down to the 45. That's caught by number 8 for Christian Ochueri. Manny Williams on the tackle for the Patriots. It's going to be 1st down at the 45 for Lake Belton. So that's something to get them going. But let's see what the defense can do to try to kind of muff that. That's a good explosive play there for Lake Belton. It's a handoff. But it looks like number 27, Jesse Whitmire. Let's see. I'm sorry, that's number 22, Arrington Alexander, for a gain of about 4 down to the 49-yard line. It'll be about 2nd and 6 for Lake Belton. 3:31 left to go in the first quarter. Maddox looking to throw. It's going to be one of those bubble screens, and it's in and out of the hands. It was intended for number 4, Zion Harness, but it went in and out of the hands. They were trying to set up those little bubble screens, and it didn't work out there. So it's going to be 3rd and 6 for Lake Belton on their own 49-yard line. I think they're going to bring a blitz here because I'm pretty sure they're going to try to keep the ball in Maddox's hands to make a passing play here, being that it's 3rd and 6. But let's see what happens. No, it's going to be a jet sweep, and there's room up the middle. Peters with the carry, and he's going to get, 7 yards, which is going to be enough to the first down, and it's going to put it on Eastview's 44-yard line. 1st and 10 for Lake Belton. Yeah, he crossed it. He got stopped about a yard after the stick, so he was good to go. But that's another first down for Lake Belton, and now they're, for the first time tonight, they're in Patriot territory. There's going to be another handoff to Arrington. A big room up the middle, and he's going to be tripped up at around the 31-yard line. That's Arrington with the carry, and if that Patriot defender would have tripped him up, there was nothing but green in front of him. It would have potentially been a score. So it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 29-yard line for Lake Belton. Another handoff to Arrington, try to find some room and kind of close it off there. He's going to gain about a yard down to the 29-yard line. So it's going to be about 2nd and 9 for Lake Belton from Eastview's 28-yard line. They're going to put him on the 28, so 2nd and 9. Yeah, Lake Belton's threatening here at the cusp of the red zone. We got 1:50 left in the first quarter. Maddox looks to throw. They're setting up the bubble screen with the man in motion. Oh, the ball comes out! Ball comes out! And it's recovered by Lake Belton, but back on the 31-yard line. So they actually lost yards there. It's going to be 3rd and about 12 from the 31. And Lake Belton dodged a bullet there. It would have been the 2nd turnover of the night if Eastview would have recovered, but so 3rd and 12 from the 31-yard line here. I'm gonna say this is 4-down territory for the Broncos. So let's see what happens here. Maddox drops back to pass. Another bubble screen, and there's nowhere to go. They sniffed that out. They're not going to be close to the first down, so it's going to be 4th down, and they're going to mark them at the 28. So the original line, oh no, not the original, just a yard past the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 4th and 9 from the 28-yard line, and it looks they're keeping the offense on the field. Yep. So let's see if the Patriots defense can make a stand here, get the ball turned over on downs here. 4th down and 9 on the 28. 27 seconds left in the first quarter. See, play clock down to 18, so they're going to have to run this play unless they call a timeout. Maddox drops back to pass. Here comes the blitz, and are they going to get him? Maddox still running, and then he just throws it away, and that's a great defensive play there. Ball turns over on downs. Maddox wanted a roughing the passer, but they're not going to get it. He was way outside of the tackle box. He's totally a runner. So it's going to be a turnover on downs. Eastview's offense will get the ball on the 28-yard, on their own 28-yard line, 1st and 10. 7 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
On the offense, number 7. Ability crosses, lost down, spotting foul. Be 1st down, Eastview.
Oh, so they called a unsportsmanlike conduct with intentional grounding. My apologies, intentional grounding, yeah, because he just chunked it. And it didn't go, you're right, because it didn't go past the line of scrimmage. He just threw it away. First and 10 on the Broncos' 45-yard line. Is going to hand off to Honeycutt. Cuts up the middle. He's going to gain about a yard. And that's where the first quarter will end, with that 1-yard gain to the 44-yard line. But that first quarter is dominated by the Patriots, offense and defense. We're going to be going into the second quarter with Eastview up 21-0 over the Lake Belton Broncos. Yeah, that's easily probably the best. I mean, I thought Eastview looked real good against Belton High School in Belton, but that first quarter was probably the best football I've seen all season from the Eastview Patriots. They still scored. Yeah.
They still stopped the score. And it's still still last offensively and they still scored. They still stopped it. And they were able to put the ball out quickly. And once they slowed down, they were able to shut it down.
Exactly. And now, they're starting. They started this offensive possession in Lake Belton territory. It's going to be 2nd and 9 on Lake Belton's 44-yard line. And Guerrero takes a snap. Hands off. No, it's going to be a pass. And it's going to be enough for the first down. That pass was to Jelani Culpepper. Actually, Mikhail DeLeon, number 9, and they're going to mark him on the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for Eastview. Yes. Guerrero takes a snap. Other handoff to Honeycutt. He's powering through. He's going to gain about 2 yards down to looks like the 32-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 8 for Eastview. Yeah, if they do bring pressure to try to get, for a blitz, that opens up Guerrero to run. Guerrero, see right there, up the middle, still going to the 20. He's going to be brought down at the 16-yard line. There's a flag on the play. That could be a face mask, but let's see what it is. It could be either a face mask or a block in the back. Let's see what the call is here, because there was another Patriot there in the scrum as Guerrero was taken down. So let's see what the call is. Holding. Oh, it's good. It's going to be a spot foul, so they might go back to the original line of scrimmage. Or actually, they still might get a net gain, just not the first down in that big gain. So, yeah, it's going to look like 2nd and 2 because it was a spot foul. The ball's going to be placed on the 26-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 3 for the Patriots. So there was a gain, but it wasn't that huge gain that they would have gotten because it was a spot foul. And Guerrero's running again, jukes that one man, takes the corner down to the 20, and then he slides at the 21. So he's enough for the first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 21 for the Patriots.
Takes that first down.
Mm-hmm. No, not at all. And the passes that were incomplete, they were drops. They were dropped in perfectly. They were just dropped. Guerrero with the snap, looking to pass. Throwing for that corner route again. Oh, and it's dropped. But that's when you want to take that shot on first down. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 21-yard line for the Patriots.
On the coverage, number 8, Christian Contrary.
Let's see who is out there. It looks like it was number 2. The pass was intended for Sam Williams. Just wasn't able to haul it in. So 2nd and 10 from the 21-yard line, from the Lake Belton 21-yard line for the Patriots. 10:22 to go in the first half. Yeah, I mean, that route has been there all night. It's a handout to Clater, and he has some room up the middle. He's still going to go, and he's going to make it in for the touchdown. 21-yard touchdown run by Javion Clater. Gives him 6 more. So again, like you said, Josh, it's a pick your poison night for the Lake Belton Broncos. Everything's going right for Eastview, Gonzalez here on the kick. It's up, and it's good. So with 10:14 left to go in the first half, the score is Eastview 28, Lake Belton nothing. Well, I'll say this: if you run into any good poison, please let me know. Exactly.
They have no remedy. They have no answers on defense.
No.
They have an answer on offense. See if they go back to it.
So, and I will say, Lake Belton's drive, the last drive, they were able to get something going, but it seemed like mental mistakes kind of derailed that drive. So let's see if Lake Belton is going to come out with a better sense of urgency to try to clean up some of those mental mistakes they were making on offense and try to get on the board. But Eastview's defense is really not giving them much room, so they really can't make these mistakes if they want to be successful. Gonzalez to kick off, back deep to receive. Could be number 23, Cope. And it's going to be brought up by, actually, that's number 4 with the ball there. He has some room there on the right. He has a convoy, and he's going to be brought down in Patriot territory. It looks like they're going to mark him down at the 43-yard line. Good return there. That's Zion Harness for Lake Belton. So they're in business now with that good return.
Lake Belton takes over first and 10.
Yeah, this is easily the best starting field position that they've had Lake Belton has had all night, and let's see if they can take advantage of it. Again, Eastview's defense is real stout. That the front 6, front 7 for Eastview is real stout. So whether it's stopping the run or getting pressure on Maddox, let's see if they can continue that tonight, or in this drive. So again, Maddox in the shotgun. Looks back to pass. Here comes the rush again, and he has a lot of room. Let's see if he tries to run for it. He is going to take off. He's going to get down to the 35, 30, and they're going to throw him out of bounds at the 28-yard line. That's going to be enough for the first down. That was very close. That could have easily been called unnecessary roughness, but they didn't call it. So fortunately for the Patriots, they didn't call it. It's going to be first and 10 from the Patriots' 28-yard line for the Broncos. So it's going to be first and 10 from Eastview's 28-yard line. It's a handoff to number 5, Dupree. And he's going to gain about 4 down to the 25. So it'll be second and 6 from the 25 for the Broncos. Cannon on the stop there for the Patriots. So second and 7 from the 25 for the Broncos here. Man in motion. And it's going to be a handoff to that man in motion. He gets tripped up. That was number 1, David Peters. He was tripped up. No, I think that was number 34 on the trip up, Cameron Watkins. No, I'm sorry, 33. Jason Maholin. I apologize if I mispronounced that, but it's going to be third down and 5 for the Broncos. Ooh, that was close. Here we go. Maddox looking to pass, throws a zip, and it's caught and brought down by Aquavius Marbury. That was Davion Peters for the first down. It's going to be first and goal, first time all night for Lake Belton on the 6-yard line. in the red zone. Yeah. So definitely 4-down territory here. So Maddox taking the shotgun. He hands it off to number 5, and he's powering through, but they're going to wall him up at looks like around, like right in front of the 1-yard line. That was Dupree on that run. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Looks like from the 1, or no, looks like the 2. They're going to mark him in the 2.
2nd and goal.
Right as he got to about 2, they actually turned him around and stopped him. This is 14-2.
So it looks like Maddox again will be on the shotgun. Dupree is going to be offset to his right. Trips to the right, and Eastview's going to take a timeout. Very good here to take this timeout. Make sure you have your defense set appropriately. That leaves them with 1 timeout for the rest of the half. Belton has all their timeouts remaining. But yeah, this is a good timeout here. Make sure your defense is set because it's a big 2nd down here. So you want to not let them get this score. You want to go into halftime with the goose egg on the other side. So let's see what they come up with.
Yeah, and it actually helps stop. They have momentum to call the timeout. It help plan game plan. It slows them down just a little bit. Being down in the red zone, there's less space or opportunity for them to score. I mean, this is four-down territory. I'm saying that they are going to go for it on course. You have to make sure that you have the right guys, the right spots, the right mindset. If you are the Broncos, you're just calling your best goal line.
Mm-hmm.
You have to make sure that you have your best personnel versus your best personnel.
What I have noticed is Maddox seems to have settled down for the Broncos. He seems to have settled down a little bit. He came up and it seemed like he was trying to do a little bit too much, made some mistakes which killed some drives for them. But it looks like now he's kind of settled down. So they have to, the Patriot defense has to keep him in as a factor with his arm. He has made some plays with the leg, but definitely his arm, because now he's kind of settled down and gotten to that groove. So here we go, 2nd and goal from the 2. Handoff to Dupree, and nothing. Back to the line of scrimmage. Great play there by the Patriots defense.
That is the line of scrimmage. High tempo.
So it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 2. And it looks like Belton's going to make some substitutions here. And here we go. 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. Maddox in the shotgun. Dupree offset to his right. Here comes the man in motion. Here we go. Hand off to Dupree, and he's going to, let's see. He just makes it in for the touch. I thought they were going to be able to stuff him there at the half-yard line, but he makes it in for the touchdown. 2-yard touchdown run for Dupree. Yeah, and this was all set up by that really great return on the kickoff, which brought them into Patriot territory. They didn't have to go the length of the field, and they were able to take advantage of it and get on the board for the first time tonight. See, kicking the extra point would be I don't have him on my roster. Number 82. And he kicks it, and it is good. So with 6:54 left to go in the first half, score is Eastview 28, Lake Belton 7.
Extra point is up and good. Long chalk on the kick.
So if I was Eastview, I would come out and I would run the football. And the reason why is because if you don't use a lot of time in this drive, we're under 10 minutes. Actually, we're under 7 minutes left in the half. If you give the ball back either, with the punt or turnover on downs or whatever to Lake Belton, they can run the clock down and they can score, but it can get a 2-for-1 because they're going to receive the kickoff. So if I was Eastview, I would run the football, use some of this clock, and get down, take your time getting down the field and try to score the touchdown or get a field goal. It's going to be a short cut. It's going to be caught by number 3 down to the 29-yard line. That's Alan Blaylock, and that's where Eastview will start this offensive series. With 6:49 left to go, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Patriots at the 29-yard line.
Eastview's ball, 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line.
Yeah, like I said, chew up some of that clock so that way you don't give Lake Belton a good opportunity to score going into the half, and then they receive the kickoff to start. Hand off to Clater, tries to find some room, sneaks in a little hole up the middle. He's going to gain about 2 yards down to the 31-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 8 from the 31.
Tackle made by number 32. Gavin Kopiger.
So Guerrero on the shotgun. Clater offset to, it was to his right, now moving to his left. Hand off to Clater, tries to find some room in that corner. He does have it, down to the 35, and he's still on his feet. He's going to be to the 37-yard line, it looks like. So it's going to be 3rd and about 2 from the 37. They need to get to 39 for the first down. So like we called it earlier, Josh, you know, they're keeping it on the ground. They have success. They're able to move the front 7 of Lake Belton. And even though they're just getting 3, 4, 5 yards, that's still enough to just march down the field. So again, 3rd and 2 from the 37. Then you get to the 39 for a first down. Keep this drive going. Use some more of this clock. Clater was a big room up the middle. He's going to be brought down. They're going to call him down right at the sticks, but I think they're going to give it to him. They're going to give him the first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line for the Patriots. 5:16 left to go in the first half. And so, yeah, they're winding the play clock down under 10 seconds. Again, they're doing exactly what we called. So that's smart because you don't want to give Lake Belton a lot of time to try to get a score. It looks like it's going to be a bubble screen to Clater. He makes that catch. He's to the 40. He's going to be brought out of bounds around the 43-yard line. Actually, they're called the 42.
Gain of 3 on the play. Tackled by
So it's going to be 2nd and 7 from the 42-yard line. And we went out of bounds, so that does stop the clock, but we're under 5 minutes. 2nd down and 7. And again, they're just laying the clock down, or wind down under 10 seconds, and then running their play. Guerrero in the shotgun with Honeycutt offset to his right. And now Guerrero's looking to throw. There's that corner fade, and he's open. Oh, and it goes off his helmet. It was intended for number 2, Williams. But again, that ball dropped right in there, and it looked like it just hit him in the face mask, or maybe it bounced off his hands. I would say the face mask because that ball took a big bounce. But now we're looking at 3rd and 7. So it's to be an empty backfield. Guerrero in the shotgun, trips to the right, twins to the left. This is going to be a passing play. Throws it up. And that's flag right there for pass interference. 2 flags there. So that's going to be an automatic first down. Ball was intended for Blaylock, but number 25 for Lake Belton, Jason Sherman, was all over him. And I know sometimes quarterbacks will do that. They know that their guy doesn't have much of a chance of making that catch, so they'll underthrow it purposefully so that the receiver has to come back and run into a defender and that would cause the pass interference. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Patriots on, it looks like it's going to be the 43-yard line. 1st and 10, 4:25 left to go in the first half. Guerrero in the shotgun with Honeycutt offset to his right. It's a handoff to Honeycutt, has some room up the middle. He's going to power through down to the 39-yard line. So a gain of about 4. It's going to be 2nd and 6 from the 39. And it looks like we have someone hurt for the Patriots. So we're going to have an injury timeout here. And keep in mind, this year in high school and college football, we have the 2-minute timeout, which mimics the NFL's 2-minute warning. So they'll have that stoppage of the clock at 2 minutes, or if a play is run over the 2-minute mark, then when that play ends, the timeout will take place. So yeah, the 2-minute timeout will happen. It's at the end of the first half and at the end of the second half. So they'll have that to play with as well. So let's see. So it's Honeycutt who needs a little bit of assistance coming off. Let's hope that everything is okay for that young man. Yeah, that's difficult. He is a cog in their offensive scheme. So while I have no doubt Clater can carry the load on the ground, that is a significant loss for the Patriots. So it's going to be 1st down 10 from the 43-yard line for the Patriots. Guerrero in the shotgun with Clater offset to his right. Twins to the right. Ooh, and it's a handoff to Clater, but they're waiting for him there. So he's going to lose about 2 yards back to the to the 41-yard line. And it looks like Eastview is going to take their final timeout of the half with 3:55 left to go. So yeah, everyone's the sails have kind of the wind's kind of been taken out of the sails, and that always happens when there's a injury. But you gotta keep playing. This is a district game, so these are the games that count. So you have to focus on the game, and then take care of your brother, make sure he's okay, at halftime and then after the game. But yeah, they have to maintain focus here. I know it's you can get kind of shook whenever you see someone get hurt, but you have to focus on the game. So it's going to be 3rd and about 8 from the 41-yard line for the Patriots. They have to get to the 33-yard line for the first down. Guerrero's looking to throw, and he's running. He has room if he can make that corner. Oh, he's going to be brought down for a loss back at the 44-yard line. So it looks like Belton's taking a timeout to save clock here. So let's see what happens here. Here's the thing is between their own, like I would say your own 45 to probably their 45 is kind of a no man's land. You know, you can't kick a field goal, but if you punt, it could go out into the end zone and you get a touchback, so you have a net punt of 25 yards. So there is a possibility that the Patriots could go for it at 4th and 10, because even if you don't make it, you're still in their territory. So let's see what they come up with. Now, they have had several explosive plays tonight, so they could probably dial up another explosive play and complete this and get the first down at 4th and 10. But no, it looks like they're going to go ahead and punt. So Caleb Hill on to punt. And they bring the house. Oh, it's a punt, goes straight up in the air, and it's going to go out. It's still in Lake Belton territory, but it's going to be on their 48-yard line. So that was a shank if I ever saw one. With 3:37 left to go, that and also Lake Belton has all their timeouts. Then they have the 2-minute timeout. So they're set up good here to try to get a score going into the half. And that's one of the risks that you run when you try to eat up that clock. If you're not successful, you run the risk of giving them the ball back with plenty of time left to score. And that's what we're here. But let's see if the Patriots defense can stout up here and get a stop and prevent them from getting a score here going into the half. So Maddox looking to pass, and it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 48-yard line for the Broncos. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 48. Maddox in the shotgun. Alexander offset to his left, and they're going to hand off. No, it's going to be it's a flea flicker. Hey, that hit the ground, and they throw it away. Oh, incomplete. That's a little bit too much trickeration there. Little too much trickeration. And it looks like he got hit in the breadbasket because he's kind of kneeling over there. Yep. So it's going to be 3rd and 10 from the 48-yard line. The perfect spot you want to be for the Patriots defense, but keep in mind that Belton has had one or two explosive plays here, so they can eat this up. And I bet you they're going to go for it on 4th down, even though they're in their own territory. 3rd down and 10. And here's Maddox. Here comes the blitz. And he just throws it to avoid the sack. And is that going to be grounding too? Because he wasn't outside the pocket.
Incomplete pass brings up 4th down.
Nope, they're not calling anything. They're just saying it's 4th down and they're going to punt. So great defensive series there for the Patriots. And the Patriots still have time to mount an offensive drive here and get some points on the board before half. Exactly. So here's the punt, and it was a good punt, and it's fielded by number 8, Culpepper, and he's going to get down to about the 17-yard line.
Brought down by Brendan Nash.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 18 for the Patriots with 3:07 left to go in the first half. Again, tonight's homecoming, so we're going to broadcast the homecoming festivities in its entirety. If you're looking for the band performance, they performed before the game. We weren't able to get that on the air. But please tune in next week, and we'll have the Eastview High School marching band's performance in its entirety at halftime. So here we go. First down and 10 yards to go on their own 18-yard line. It's going to be a bubble screen to Clater, and they snuffed that out. It's going to be a loss of about 4 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 14, way back on their 14-yard line.
Loss of 4 on the play.
Let's see if Belton uses a timeout here, maybe after this next play, to try to preserve some time if they don't get much yardage on this second down play. Second down 14 from their own 14-yard line for the Patriots. Guerrero changing the play. Clater's going to be offset to his right in the backfield, and Guerrero's looking to pass. Throws it. It's caught by number 10, Hill. He's going to be brought out of bounds
On the catch, Caleb Hill.
at the 34-yard line. That's enough for a first down with 2:12 left to go. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 33-yard line for the Patriots. Yeah, stops the clock. Guerrero looking to pass again. Now he's going to take off up the middle, and he's going to slide. And let's see where they mark the slide. They can say he started the slide on the 35-yard line, so it's going to be a gain of 2. 3rd down and 8 with 2 minutes to go, and now we're going to come into the 2-minute timeout.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
So it looks like if anything, if they could keep moving this ball, they might not be able to get a score, whether it's a field goal or another touchdown, but at least they're chewing up this clock. Lake Belton may start taking some of their timeouts because I believe they have all their timeouts remaining. No, they have 1 timeout left. So they do have a timeout that they could burn to try to save some clock. But let's see if Lake Belton does that. Again, if they get the ball deep in their own territory, it might be a moot point. But let's see what happens with these next couple plays for the Patriots. Guerrero looking to pass. The ball is tipped at the line. It's going to fall incomplete. So it's going to be 3rd and 8 from their own 35-yard line for the Patriots. That kills the clock with 1 minute, 54 seconds left to go in the first half.
3rd down and 8.
So they're giving the play in to Guerrero. Again, they're going to have Clater in the backfield. We go 3rd down and 8 for the Patriots. They're going to send Clater in motion. Guerrero looking to pass. Scrambles out of the pocket. Throws deep. He has a man open. And it's caught by Hill at the 39-yard line of the Broncos. Great play there from Guerrero to Hill.
Surrounded by white shirts, and they, again, perfect touch on the ball, putting it in the right spot.
It seemed to me that there was an additional, what is it? Was it roughing the passer? I completely missed that. But whatever it is, it's a personal foul level penalty, so it's going to be 15 additional yards from the end of that catch. So now ECU is in excellent position to get another score here going into the half. It's going to be 1st down and 10. Looks like from their 21-yard line. 24-yard line. 23. Guerrero looking to pass again. There's that corner route, and it's way overshot there. That's the first inaccurate ball from Guerrero all night, in my opinion.
For number 3, Alan Blake. Ball's incomplete.
On the money all the way.
So the clock stops with that incompletion at 1:31 left to go in the first half. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from the Broncos' 23-yard line. Again, the Patriots trying to get a score here going into the half, knowing that Belton will receive the kick to start the second half. Man in motion. And Guerrero's going to take it right up the gut. There's no one there. He's going to score. Touchdown, Patriots. That was a great play call. They for some reason, they knew the defense was abandoning the middle of the field. They just sent Guerrero right up the gut, was able to get the 6. Gonzalez with the kick. It's up and it's good. So with 1:24 left to go in the first half, the score is Eastview 35, Lake Belton 7. Yeah, the one thing that we have to take a look at here is that Lake Belton seems to have a good kickoff return unit. They've gotten decent yardage. They got that huge return that set up their first score. So you got to be conscious of that when you kick this off. You don't want to have them come into your side of the field to start their offensive series. Definitely don't want them to take it to the house. So got to keep an eye on that for this kickoff. Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, 35 points in the first half. You know, 1 punt. You're right. You couldn't ask for a better first half offensively. Defensively as well. You know, last week, Lake Belton put up 49 points on Rouse, and they're now left to 7 here in the first half. So definitely a great job by the Patriot defense tonight. Gonzalez with the kickoff. It's going to be a high little pooch kick. It's going to be returned. Oh, no. Great play there. Who is that young man? Is that number 6? Sam Arnett with a great special teams play there. Because Davian Peters is a burner. And it looked like he had a couple of blockers set up to take that left side. But Arnett just cut that off completely. So now it's going to be 1st and 10 on their own 40 for Lake Belton. Actually, they're going to, I'm sorry, not 40. It's going to be their 20, looks like they're 28, 27. Maddox looking to pass again, and here comes the heat. And that ball's going to hit the dirt.
Pass intended for Von Roch. Ball's incomplete.
One extra second. Maddox gets blown up in the back.
Yep. Yeah, he's had an inconsistent protection back there, and yes, the Patriots have brought pressure from the outside, but a lot of the pressure is just coming from those front 3. Maddox looking to pass again. And here comes the pressure. And it's zipped. Oh, it's caught by number 1, Peters. And that's going to be enough for the first down. He almost fell down for that first contact, but he was able to keep his balance. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 44-yard line, and they're in a hurry up now. Maddox looking to pass. Here comes the blitz again. He's going deep, but that's going to be overshot. And Maddox took, no, that wasn't Maddox. I'm sorry, that was the offensive lineman who got pushed to the ground. But he's 71, Maddox is 7, so when they're on the ground, they look the same to me. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 44-yard line. Oh, Maddox looking to pass again. And here comes the pressure, and it looks like he's going to take off and run out of bounds. He'll be forced out. He'll run out of bounds at Eastview's 46-yard line. And it looks like that's going to be just enough for the first down. So a 10-yard run by Maddox there gives them the first down with 46 seconds left to go in the first half. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Lake Belton on the Patriots 44. I'm sorry, 46. So here's a snap. Maddox looking to throw. Throws up the middle, and he has Peters open, and he's going to score for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Lake Belton.
Yeah, it looked like they brought a blitz. It was man-to-man in the backfield, and Peters just outran the defender. They were able to hit him for the touchdown. So number 82, and my apologies. Actually, no, is it 82? Yes, 82. We don't have him on our roster to kick. And there's a high snap. Kick is up.
Extra point is up. And good.
And it's good. So with 37 seconds left to go in the first half, the score is Eastview 35, Lake Belton 14. Again, it is homecoming tonight for the Eastview Patriots, so we're not going to have the normal band performance broadcast tonight that we normally do for the Patriots, but we will broadcast all of the homecoming festivities, naming the king and queen of homecoming, the homecoming court, all that pomp and circumstance stuff. We're definitely going to have that for you. If you have a loved one, a student who is in the court, you want to see if they win King and Queen of Homecoming, stay tuned. We'll have that for you in its entirety at halftime. So back deep to receive. Well, let's see. I can't really tell when they're standing sideways, but here's the kick. It's going to be a high pooch kick. It's going to be knelt down was caught by Blaylock, and it's going to be downed at the 26-yard line. So this is probably a scenario where they're just going to take a knee and go into half. You don't want to really risk anything, as far as injury or, taking a shot, potential turnover, and then give Lake Belton a chance to get another touchdown or another score. So I think we would take a knee here. Now, keep in mind, Lake Belton does have a timeout left, so they kind of can stymie that. But let's see what they do. It looks like they're going to run a play. And nope, they'll take a knee, or they'll take a down, I guess. Well, I don't know if you remember. Way back in the 90s, they had the World League of American Football, which turned into NFL Europe. And they had a rule that you could not take a knee, that the quarterback has to at least try to advance the ball. So you never saw them taking a knee. You saw the quarterback do mini quarterback sneaks. All right, so we're coming down to halftime with the score, Eastview 35, Lake Belton 14. Great first half of football, both offensive and defensively for the Patriots. Let's see if they can continue this and get a district win here tonight. So we're going to go ahead and set the camera to show you guys. You'll be able to see Lake Belton's performance, but we know what you really want to see. You want to see the homecoming festivities, so stay tuned for that. And then we'll come back shortly before the kickoff of the second half and give you some insights that we have on this game, maybe give you some other scores from other teams from District 8 5A. But we hope you enjoy these performances, and we hope you enjoy the Eastview homecoming festivities at half. We're going to go ahead and leave you to it, and we'll be back right before the start of the second half. You're listening to Eastview Patriot Football on Vype Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, Belton Independent School District proudly presents the 2025 Lake Belton High School Stampede and Silver Spurs. First up, the Lake Belton High School Silver Spurs. The Silver Spurs are led on the field by Junior Lieutenant Sophie Sho, Senior Lieutenant Sydney Warren, First Lieutenant Leah Coons, Senior Captain Rivers Mahler. The varsity spur of the week is Kaylee Sturdiff. The Silver Spurs are under the direction of Emma Marsland and Haley Filisano. Tonight the Spurs will be performing an energetic field climb to Toxic. Ladies and gentlemen, your Silver Spurs. Now, Please welcome the Lake Belton Stampede. The Stampede is under the field leadership of Head Drum Major Drum Senior Olivia Cromwell and Assistant Drum Majors Senior Sienna Traver, Junior William Graham, and Junior Andy Thomas. Tonight, the Stampede will be performing their 2025 UIL competition show, The Crown. directors for the Stampede are Ivy Yergin, Craig George, Jacob Guerrero, Grant Shane, and student teacher Jacob Masters. Color Guard Director is Jesse Arbelin. Thank you for your attention. Have a great weekend, and go Broncos!
Good evening and welcome to Eastview's 2025 Homecoming Halftime Festivities. We would like to recognize any Eastview High School alumni in attendance tonight. If you are Eastview alumni, would you please stand to be recognized? Welcome home, Patriots! At this time, we would like to introduce the members of our 2025 Homecoming Court. Talia Camarena is escorted by Mother Susan Glenn. She is an active member of the band and flocker. After high school, she plans to follow in her mother's footsteps and become an ultrasound technician with hopes of attending the University of Texas at San Antonio, UTSA. Hannah Faith Dethridge is escorted by her parents, Joy and Andrew Dethridge. She is a proud member of the varsity volleyball team and also participates in GISD Culinary Arts, National Honor Society, Spanish Honor Society, FCA, SCCLA, and is an active member of the Hill Country Bible Church Student Ministry. After high school, she plans to attend either Abilene Christian University or Texas A&M to major in marketing and entrepreneurship with a potential minor in theology. Peace Essay is escorted by Ray Isakulu. She is a dedicated member of the track team where she has shown hard work and determination. After high school, she plans to pursue a bachelor's degree in nursing with the goal of building a career helping others and making a difference in the medical field. Nia Nunalaya is escorted by her brother, Daniel Monroe. She is an accomplished student athlete who has been involved in varsity track, varsity golf, serves as a HOSA officer, and is an active member of FCA. She plans to continue her track and field career while pursuing a degree in sports dietetics at the University of Tennessee at Martin. Genesis Avila is escorted by Ceci Avila and Adolfo Avila. Is actively involved in capturing sports moments as a photographer and leading the student section for both volleyball and football. After high school, he plans to attend ACC to pursue a degree in software engineering. supported by his father, Sean Guerrero, and his mother, Danielle Strickland. He is a dedicated member of the football team, known for his hard work, leadership, and sportsmanship, both on and off the field. Beyond athletics, he is committed to his academics and actively contributes to his school community. After high school, he plans to continue his football career at the collegiate level while pursuing higher education to prepare for a successful future. Gavin Hughes is escorted by his parents, Chris and Sam Hughes. He is involved in PALS, track, Young Life, and Academy 4. After high school, he plans to attend college to pursue a degree in business and finance, with a long-term goal of starting and running his own business. Giovanni Tello is escorted by his father, Enrique Tello. He is an active member of the band, where he demonstrates dedication, creativity, and a passion for music. Beyond rehearsals and performances, he contributes to the school community through his involvement in band, events, and activities. After high school, he plans to attend the University of North Texas to major in music performance, pursuing his dream of a career in music. Let's give another round of applause to all of our Eastview Homecoming nominees. And now, for the moment you have all been waiting for, the crowning of the 2025 Homecoming King and Queen. Your 2025 Eastview Homecoming King, presented by Principal Alfonso Longoria, is Genesis Avila. And your 2025 Eastview Homecoming Queen, presented by the 2024 Homecoming Queen Grayson Petty, is Peace Essay. Congratulations, Peace and Genesis. Patriots, please stand, lock arms, and join our band as they play our school song.
And we're back. This is Chris Cavazos with Josh Blanche bringing you Eastview Patriot football on Vype Live. We hope you enjoyed Lake Belton's band performance and the Eastview High School homecoming festivities. But we're about a minute away from football. And I'm going to go ahead and give you some scores from around the Austin area, Central Texas area. Currently, College Station is leading Hendrickson 21-7 in the third. Canyon Lake is leading Fredericksburg 42-14 in the third. Round Rock is all over Manor at half, 49-0. Glenn and Leander are tied at 21 at half. Cedar Park is leading Rouse 26-21 in the third. McNeil over Vandergrift at half. Weiss all over Cedar Creek 54-0 at half. Hyde Park over Grace Prep 31-14 in the third. Bowie all over Del Valle 27-0 at half. Gerald on top of Lago Vista 20-13 at the half. San Marcos over Schertz Clemens 20-6 at half. And Canyon over Johnson 14-0 at the half. As both teams make their way back to the field. Again, Belton will get the football to start the second half since they deferred their choice. They won the coin toss. So they were able to get some offensive rhythm at the end of the first half. I don't know if that's a cause for concern for the Patriot defense, but other than those two drives where, again, it was kind of a situation where they were in a panic mode to try to get a score before the half. I wonder how the defense is going to respond, and I wonder if Lake Belton will be able to come back with the same efficiency on offense that they did at the end of the first half.
A lot of good.
So back deep to receive for Lake Belton will be Braxton Cope. Kicking off will be Cavan Gonzalez for the Patriots. The up man for, it's worth mentioning, one of the up men for Lake Belton is number 1, Davian Peters, and he has a touchdown reception. He is a speedster, so if they try to do one of those little pooch kicks in the middle, it's very reasonable to think that he could field it and try to make a run for it, either have a good return or potentially take it to the house. He has that type of speed, so the Patriots special teams unit has to be aware of that as they kick off. And we're waiting on something. And there we go, we're set now. Again, Cavan Gonzalez to kick off for the Patriots. here we go to kick off the second half. It'll be fielded by Pope at the 10. And he has a slip up the middle. He has some room. He's at the 50, the 40, and they're going to bring him down inside the 40. Around the 37-yard line. Again, that's a dangerous return, or a great return, and all of the return men that Lake Belton has, are dangerous, and they're Pope with a huge run, or Cope with a huge run up the middle of that special teams unit. And now they're starting in Patriot territory, 1st and 10 on the 38-yard line of the Patriots. And Maddox in the shotgun, hands it off, and is handed off to Dupree, who's going to get about 3 yards down to the 36-yard line. It's going to be about 2nd and 8 from the 36. Maddox in the shotgun with Dupree offset to his left. Got a man in motion over here, and here's the snap. Maddox took the pass. Here comes the blitz, and they're not able to get to him. Oh, and someone's all alone in the end zone. That was Peters all alone in the end zone. That was a busted coverage, and that's going to be 6 for Lake Belton. Yeah, it's 2-score. Well, you know, they hit this extra point. It'll be a 2-score game. So it looks like you were talking about, Josh, the momentum, you know, it was kind of wobbling there. Now it looks like it's behind Lake Belton as the kick is up, and it's good. Actually, that kick was by number 87 that I do have on our roster. Long Chong. So with 11:04 left to go in the third quarter, the score is Eastview 35, Lake Belton 21.
That was not the way you wanted to start this half, but the great thing about it is that this is a game of inches and some shifts and swings. So this can definitely be a great time. Just get out there, run the offense. And again, they could do whatever they wanted. They could back the ball hostage, running the ball, and better than
Yeah, they do have a 2-score lead, so they're still in control. But the problem is, when momentum shifts, it's hard to get it back. So in order to do that, you have to make plays. And let's see if Eastview can make plays now. And it's going to be returned. That's number 3 for the Patriots, Blaylock. And he's going to be brought down on his 26-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Patriots.
Tackled at the 27-yard line.
Actually, they're mark him on the 27, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the 27 for the Patriots. So yeah, there's a lot of football left though. There's practically a whole half left, so a 2-score lead is insurmountable. But get a good drive going here, get some more points on the board, cushion your lead. That way it forces Lake Belton to play more desperately to try to cut into that big lead that you have. Guerrero in the shotgun with Clater offset to his left. It's going to hand off to Clater, and he has a lot of power there, and he's going to power his way down to the 35-yard line for a gain of about 7. It's going to be 2nd and 3 from the 35.
Gain of 8 on the play, brings up 2nd down.
That's going to give him 8, so it's going to be 2nd and 2 from the 35. Another handoff to Clater, bust up the gut, and he's going to be down past the first down to about the 41-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Yeah, if you're able to have success with the run, you can pretty much kind of dictate what you want to do on offense. Other handoff to Clater. He tries to get that right or left corner. He's not able to get it. He looks like he's going to take a loss of a yard back to the 37-yard line. So it's going to be a loss of a yard. It's going to be 2nd and 11 for the Patriots. Here we go. Other hand, nope. And he's wide open, number 3, Blaylock. And you know what? The Patriots are going to take it right back for the touchdown. Just like there was a busted coverage on the defensive end for the Patriots, busted coverage here for the Broncos results in a touchdown for the Patriots. Actually, it probably wasn't a busted coverage. What it looks like now that I had a chance to think about it is the safety came up because he thought Guerrero was going to run, and he just tossed it, left Blaylock wide open for the touchdown. Here's the kick by Gonzalez. It's up and it's good. So with 9:11 left to go in the third quarter, score is now Eastview 41, Lake Belton 21. Or actually 42, I'm sorry. Eastview 42, Lake Belton 21. Yep, you got your 3-score lead back. You have a little bit more cushion. I'm not a fan of going score for score just to keep. You still need to come up with a defensive plan to stop Lake Belton because you don't want to go back and forth. So the defense needs to come up and shore up here. Again, that last touchdown drive at the end resulted in a busted coverage. I'm sure the coaches will get that corrected on the defensive end, and we probably will not see that again. But what we do have to keep in mind here is, again, their kickoff return, Lake Belton's kickoff return team has been doing a great job tonight getting the offense in good field position. They have to take that into account here as they kick back off to Lake Belton. Here's the kick, and it's going to be fielded by Peters again, and he's going to try to find some room. And nope, they're going to actually stuff him just inside or about the 24-yard line. So good coverage there by the Patriots kickoff team. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Broncos on their own 24-yard line.
Tackled by Sam Arnett.
Yeah, now they actually have to go sort of the length of the field to get into scoring position, but still, they have to make sure they get their defense tight because Lake Belton has been making plays since the latter half of the second quarter. Got to try to shore that up and make sure you keep your defensive assignments. So Maddox in the shotgun. And it's going to be a pass. Here comes the rush, and wide open up the middle. He's going to take it for the run, and he's going to run out of bounds at looks like they're going to give him the 36-yard line. That's enough for a first down, 11-yard gain. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 36 for Lake Belton. So yeah, they've been getting pressure, but Maddox has been able to escape it. He's a big kid. He looks to be about 6'1" or so. So he is long and lengthy. And when you have those long quarterbacks, they are tough to bring down. But, you know, they have to, if they get to him, they have to take him down. Maddox again looking to throw. Here comes the rush again, and it's intercepted. It is picked off, and that interception is number 7, Aquavius Marbury. Big turnover there, kills that drive. It looked like they had something going there with Maddox's feet, but now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Patriots. And let's see where they spot the ball. It's going to be on the 36-yard line of Lake Belton. Guerrero in the shotgun with Clater offset to his left. Bubble screen, and it's caught, but they weren't able to get that first block. So it's going to be a minimal. It's still going to be a gain. It's going to be a gain of 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8 from the 34-yard line. It's one thing about those bubble screens. They're great, but you have to at least get that first block so that you can get a good chunk of yards. If not, it's up to the receiver to use his athleticism. And sometimes you can make a play and get some yards, and sometimes you can't. You actually can get stuffed to lose it. 2nd and 8 from the 34-yard line. Guerrero throw again. It's a screen again, and this time they do get a sort of a block down to the 30. So it's going to be about 3rd and 4 from the 30-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Guerrero in the shotgun with Clater offset to his left. Clater with the handoff, trying to get that right corner, and he's going to be stuffed back at the 35-yard line.
Clater on the carry. Tackled by Taylor Beard.
So it's going to be 3rd and about, actually it's going to be 4th down here. 4th and about 9. They have to get to the 26-yard line for the first down. So this is the no man's land territory. So it looks like they're going to keep the, no, actually they're going to punt. So at 4th and 9, they're going to punt from their own 35-yard line. Let's see how this goes. It looks like they have back to deep to return. It has a lot better punt, and it looks like it's going to go out of bounds around. So they're going to stay at the 15. So it does pin them back a little bit.
Goes out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Broncos, and they avoid, with that interception, they avoid having any points scored. 7:04 left to go in the 3rd. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line for the Broncos. Maddox dropping back to pass. That was a timing route, and it wasn't timed correctly. So it falls incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Incomplete.
Yeah, and it's hard to tell because it's bang up here, but it could have been the receiver didn't make his cut in time, or pressure was coming and Maddox let it go early. So 2nd and 10 from the 15 for the Broncos. Trips to the right. Now they're going to send someone out of motion, and it's going to be a middle screen, and Peters has a lot of room to run, but he's going to be tackled. No, he breaks through the tackle, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. Let's see, they're going to call it the 31-yard line, so that's enough for the first down. First down, 10 yards for Lake Belton. Yep. This is an explosive offense. They scored 49 points last week, so they do have offensive weapons. So you got to keep that in mind. Maddox dropping back to pass. Here comes the rush again, and they just can't get him. They get the pressure. They throw it up for grabs, and it's overshot. Intended for Harness. Good coverage by Manny Williams back there. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 31-yard line for Lake Belton. Yeah, I mean, he feels the pressure, and that does affect what you do, but they're just not able to bring him down. Here we go again. Maddox looking to pass again. And he keeps looking. He's coming back to the other side. Now he's going to take off. He's going to get to the 40, and he's going to get a hit big. He can take a big shoulder at around the 39-40 yard line. Not enough for the first down, but it's going to be about 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. Actually, going to be 3rd and 1 from the 40 yard line. So this is obviously 4-down territory. They're down 3 scores, so they're going to go here whether they get the first down or not. But let's see what happens with how the defense responds here. The handoff, and number 5 has the first down, just enough. He gets past to the 38-yard line. He had to pass the 39, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for Lake Belton. 5:50 left to go in the third.
Tackled by Sam Arnett.
Well, a lot. Eastview has been running the football, and then Lake Belton has been throwing short passes in the middle. People are getting tackled in bounds. The clock just keeps running, and that's what's happening. Maddox looking to pay. Here comes the blitz again, and he evades the blitz again, and it looks like, Maddox is going to take off, and he's going to. Oh, the ball bounces, but they're going to say that the ground caused the fumble, so it's not going to be a fumble, but it is going to be enough for the first down into Patriot territory. Let's see where they spot this football. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 47-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Lake Belton. 5:10 left to go in the third. Back to pass. Here comes the blitz again. A quick shot there, and it's complete to number 10 down at the 35-yard line. That's enough for another first down. It's complete to Brock Van Rocks. Wow, that's an awesome name.
On the reception,
Brock Von Rocks. Tackled by Arnett for the Patriots. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 34-yard line for Lake Belton. Clock continues to run. Maddox looks back. Here comes the blitz again, and they get to him finally. And it looks like, he took a pretty hard hit, legal hit. They're going to mark him down at the 45-yard line. That's a huge loss of 10 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 20 from the 45. Yeah, pressure's been there all night. They've been able to get in his face, but that's the first time they've been able to actually record the sack. And here he goes. They're going to throw again. And here comes pressure again. And the ball's out, and it's recovered by the Patriots. Recovered by Tyson Ishiwako. And it looks like we have an injured Lake Belton player down on the turf, so we're going to go ahead and have a stoppage in play here, make sure he's all right. Maddox took a hard hit there at the end to drop the ball. He took a hard hit before when they got the first sack, but here he lost the football. And it looks like it might just be a cramp. I think so. Yeah, he's up on his own power. It was a cramp. That's good to see. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Patriots on Lake Belton's 42-yard line. Great field position, and now have an opportunity to go up 4 scores.
This is exactly what you need. Another turnover, a good sack. They have been getting back there all night. 2 plays in a row. They have been rewarded. 2 sacks, fumble, now the opportunity to fully take this game, score to put this out?
Yes, I think if you go up 4 scores, I think you can say you're comfortably in control of this game. So it looked, but the Patriots come out empty backfield. Guerrero in the shotgun, throwing deep, going for the jugular first play, and it was intended for Blaylock. He couldn't locate the ball, so incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
He lost it in the lights a little bit. That was very aggressive. I like that.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, it's, you know, you have them down with the turnover, and then you put them away with a quick score. That is one way to end this game. Handoff, no. Guerrero takes it, pass, caught by number 9, and he's all the way down. Ooh, took a little flying hit there. He's going to be brought down at the 20-yard line. First down. Mikhail DeLeon on the catch and run there. Good catch and run. Gives the Patriots a first down in the tip of the red zone on the 20-yard line. And now they're hurrying it up a little bit, trying to get this score. 3:08 left to go in the third. Guerrero in the shotgun with Clater offset to his right. Guerrero looking to pass. Throwing for that corner. He has the man open, and it's incomplete. Oh, he hopped over that wall. I was like, please don't run into that brick wall. Hopped over the wall. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 20. So here we go, 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line. And Guerrero's going to take it himself. He's at the 20, and there's a flag on the play. Let's see what that call is. That was a weird call. I mean, that was a weird place to throw the flag. It was just Guerrero and the defender. Let's see what this call is. Blocking the back. So it's going to be 10 yards back to the, they're going to move back to the 30. It's going to be 2nd and 20. Actually, it's going to be a spot foul. It's going to be 2nd and 19. Yeah, 2nd and 19 it should be. So 2nd and 19 from the 29-yard line. Guerrero's going to take it. He's gone. That's it. He's going to outrun everybody. Touchdown, Patriots. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I knew when he made his first man miss, there was no one in front of him. And I know they had some defenders that maybe had an angle, but they weren't going to catch him. So add another 6 to the tally for the Patriots. Kick by Gonzalez is up. And it's good. So with 2:26 left to go in the third, score is Eastview 49, Lake Belton 21. Yeah, that has cleaned up a lot. I can say from the first 2 games, there were a lot of penalties that were called. both offensive and defensive against the Patriots. But tonight it's been a relatively clean game. I believe they've only had 2 penalties called against them tonight, and that shows good discipline and good coaching. So Gonzalez to kick off, back deep to receive. Braxton Pope for Lake Belton, and of course they have Davion Peters as one of the up men, and it's going to just fly. Ooh, and it was almost juggled. It caught by number 21. That's Xavier Rodriguez. And he's going to be brought down at the 31-yard line, and that's where Belton will start this next offensive series. Now, Maddox was kind of banged up in the last series, and he was actually the one on the ground that they had to take an injury timeout for. Let's see if he comes back into the game. If I was the coach of Lake Belton, I'd probably hold him out because this is one district game. The game is pretty much out of hand at this point. Nope, Maddox is coming right back in. So they're going to keep the hot hand out there. They're going to keep their starter out there just to try to do their best to at least chip away at this lead of the Patriots. Maddox in the shotgun. It's a quick pass, complete. They're going to be brought down about the 43-yard line, but that's enough for a first down. It's going to be 1st and 10. Von Rock with that catch, which again, that's an amazing name. Brock Von Rocks. I could say that all night. Brock Von Rocks. Sir, you have an amazing name. This will be 1st and 10 for Lake Belton. Maddox looking to pass. Here comes the pressure, and that ball hits the dirt. So it's be incomplete. 2nd and 10. So we go 2nd down, 10. We got 146 left to go in the 3rd. And they've just been coming with it all night, the Patriots have. And it looks like they're going to continue to do so. Here comes the blitz from the side, and they run that little bubble screen on the other side. And he made a man miss. And he's going to be tripped up. Looks like that was number 8. Christian Ochweri. But that's enough for a first down. They're going to spot the ball at the 41-yard line. 1st and 10 for Lake Belton, and they're marching. Maddox in the shotgun. Back to pass again. Here comes the pressure again, and a man wide open. And that's Von Rocks, and he scores the touchdown. Again, I'm going to say it. Brock Von Rocks with the touchdown. That is an amazing name. You have like names that like the Polish names that ends with like ski, like Gronkowski or Romanowski or stuff, But that is a good football name, Brock Von Rocks. Applaud to you, sir. Congratulations on scoring your touchdown. Here's the kick for Lake Belton, and it's up and it's good. So with 1:13 left to go in the 3rd, scores now Eastview 49, Lake Belton 28. Definitely, yeah. Yes. You have a 3-score lead, so you do have a good amount of cushion. Your offense has pretty much been able to do whatever it wants. But all it takes is one funky bounce of the ball, one maybe penalty that comes your way that you don't plan for. You really need to be able to solidify defensively and actually force them not to score. However, the Patriots are still in control of this game. And here comes the kickoff. It's going to be a line drive kick, and they're going to let it fall into the end zone for a touchback. And the touchback will be brought out to the 25-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Patriots on the 25.
Eastview takes over 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line.
I mean, if I were the Patriots, I just keep the status quo because it's been working tonight. You haven't really had to come out with any offensive urgency. You're just running your playbook. You're running your offense. I would just continue to do the same thing. It's been successful all night. You've had one punt all night. All the other drives have resulted in touchdowns. Just keep doing what you're doing. So here we go, 1st and 10 from the 25. That's a pass complete from Guerrero to Blaylock for a gain of about 7. It's going to be 2nd and 2 from the 32-yard line.
Tackled by Gavin Owens.
That's going to be 2nd and 3 from the 32, so it was a gain of 7. Guerrero's going to take it. Oh, he looks like he's cornered. Let's see if he can get some blocks on the other end, and he has them there. But let's see, he's going to be tackled around the 36-yard line. That should be enough for the 1st down.
Guerrero on the quarterback keeper.
And it looks like Lake Belton's coach is complaining. I think he was saying that there was a hold there that wasn't called. I did not see a hold, but it looks like that's what he's talking about. It was not called, therefore it did not happen. And we're down to 14 seconds left to go in the 3rd. They're going to just let this clock run out, and we're going to enter the 4th quarter with the Patriots on top of the Broncos, 49-28, and they're on the move again. If you're the Patriots, it's a good photo finish. Yeah. So, of course, they're moving to the other side of the field, and the Patriots getting jamming and getting dancing, enjoying this homecoming night. Up 3 scores. They're in total control of this game. And the offense comes back out on the field. It's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 36. But again, they're moving the ball pretty well. So I say they're on the move. Go Guerrero in the shotgun, looking to pass, has a man open, complete, could be tackled at the 41-yard line. That was caught by Caleb Hill. For a gain of 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5 for the Patriots.
Jason Sherman.
Yeah, at this point, you know, they have control of the line of scrimmage. They're able to run the football at will. Yeah, I would, you know, limit your passes because, you know, it could be intercepted, and it's a handoff to Clater. Powers through. He's going to get, he's going to be a yard short of the 1st down. He makes it to the 45, has to get to the 46 for 4th down. It's going to 1st down. It's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Patriots. And again, they're just taking their time. You know, they're letting the play clock run under 10 seconds and let the main clock run too. Exactly. Hand off to Clater. Powers through, is going to get more than enough for first down, down to the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Patriots.
Picks up enough for a Patriot first down.
Definitely. You know, for those that stayed on and watched the homecoming festivities, there was a real loud pop from the crowd when the homecoming king and queen was announced. I guess they're popular individuals, so if they're related to you guys, you're happy that they won the homecoming court this year. Congratulations to the young lady and the young man who won homecoming king and homecoming queen for Eastview. I apologize, I didn't hear their names. But yeah, homecoming is always fun here in Texas. It's a little bit more, you know. Like I said, there's homecoming across the country from high school to college, but Texas does it a little bit different. And in my opinion, no one does it better than we do here. So it'll be 2nd and 10, actually 2nd and 9 from the 50. And it looks like they're probably the Patriots are probably going to be forced to take a timeout. Nope, they snapped the ball, and Guerrero's going to run up the middle, and he is going to be, he's still on his feet. He's going to be brought down at the 49-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and about 8 for the Patriots to get the first down. We're under 10 minutes to go. 8:53 left to go in the game. Yeah, they're just letting the clock run, and yeah, this is strategic, you know, to just not leave time because you know Belton does have an explosive, or Lake Belton has an explosive offense. But yeah, it's also the right thing to do. There's the pass complete, and he's still on his feet he's going to get down to about the 21-yard line. That's number 2, Sam Williams. First down for the Patriots at the 21-yard line, knocking on the door of the red zone again.
First and 10 from the 21-yard line.
So 7:54 left to go in the game. 1st and 10 from Lake Belton's 21-yard line for the Patriots. Guerrero looking to pass, rolls to his right, throws into the end zone, and no one's there. It looks like he kind of just got rid of it. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 21 for the Patriots. Just want to remind everybody, we'll be back here next Friday as your Patriots travel to Cedar Park, which I believe is going to be Gupton Stadium, as they take on the Cedar Park Timberwolves, which they're always a tough team year in and year out. So catch us here. Broadcast will begin approximately 6:50. So you can watch your Patriots take on the Timberwolves. Pass by Guerrero, complete to number 3. Jukes a guy out of his shoes. That was an excellent move there by Blaylock. Just juked him out of his shoes, man. But there's a flag on the play. Yeah, let's see which way it goes.
Holding on the offense, number 10. 10 yards for the spotted foul. Second down.
All right, so it's the spot of the foul. So let's see where the foul was, because you know they still could get a net positive play. But again, it all depends on where the spot was. I didn't see the holding, so I have no idea where it is. And it is going to be, it's going to be, let's see. It's going to be a neutral play because it looks like it's at the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Patriots at the 21-yard line. So no harm, no foul there. But That was a great play, that's probably one of the best jukes I've ever seen from Blaylock there. Hand off to Clater, and he's going to gain about a half a yard.
Vander on the carry.
Actually, there's going to be for no gain.
Third down and 10.
So it's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Patriots to try to keep this drive alive. This also here, it's going to be 4-down territory, I think. Even though they're up, if they can get 5-6 yards here, I believe they'll go for it versus trying to kick a field goal. Yeah, just put the exclamation point on this game. 6:51 left to go in the game. Guerrero's looking to pass, and here comes the pressure. First prep all night, and there's a lot of room there for Guerrero to run, but he is tackled, almost a shoestring tackle to the 19. So it's going to be a gain of just about 2 or 3 yards. So we're looking at 4th and 7, and it looks like they are going to try to kick the field goal. Bringing out Caban Gonzalez to try to kick this field goal and extend their lead. So this will be about a 35-yard field goal. Clock runs out. And it looks like they're going to take the delay of game, so this is going to move them back 5 yards. Let's see if this changes what they decide to do. It looks like they're still going to try to kick that field goal. Yeah, we're at 5:57 left to go in the game. Now it's going to be a 40-yard field goal. Kick is up. And it's no good. Wide right.
No good.
So the positive thing of that drive is it did take a lot of time off the clock. We're at 5:52 left to go in the game. Still up 3 scores, but again, Belton has an explosive offense. We have to get a defensive stop here just to, ensure that Belton doesn't have an opportunity to threaten this game again. And Maddox dropping back to pass, and that pass is incomplete. It was intended for
Pass intended for number 12,
Luke Phillips.
Luke Phillips.
It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Broncos. First basket pass. Again, it's going to be a short little slip screen to Peters. And he's a speedster and he's slippery. To be brought down around the 41-yard line. It's enough for a first down. 1st and 10 for the Broncos.
On the reception, tackled by.
Actually, that wasn't Peters. That was Zion Harness on that catch and run. 5:32 left to go in the game. 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Here's the pressure again. He's going deep. He does have a man, but he overshot him. There's a flag on the play. Oh, is it holding? Yep, holding. So moving back 10. It'll be 1st and 20 for Lake Belton, and they're going to spot them on the 31-yard line. We got 1st and 20 Maddox in the shotgun. And here comes the blitz again. Pick it up to try to get it to number 10, Brock Von Rocks. But a little bit too much on it. It's going to be 2nd and 20 for Lake Belton. They have that deep safety to try to help out with those deep threats that Lake Belton has. They have number 8, Jelani Culpepper back there. Here goes the middle screen, and they give it to Peters, and he's tripped up. That's a great play there. Looks to be number 20,
Davian Peters on the reception.
Diego Davidson, I believe.
Tackled by Diego Davidson.
Great, because he would have been to the races. He would have scored there. That's a great tackle there. It's going to be third and about 12 for Lake Belton. 4:47 left to go in the game. Here's Max. Here comes the pressure. Let's see if they can get to him. There's a hold right there, and they're going to get to him. Yeah, there's the flag for a hold. That's what it's going to, unless there's something else I missed. Yeah. And it looks like Mr. Maddox is in some pain. He is keeled over. He's been running for his life all night, so I don't blame him. Yeah, I mean, there's been contact, but amazingly, they've gotten pressure almost every time he goes for a pass. But he's only been sacked twice. Yeah, only twice, and there are probably opportunities to sack him another 4 or 5 times. He was just able to escape, and I think now the hits that because he has taken hits after he's released the ball. I think it's all caught up with him. Not to mention he's been running for his life all night. Definitely. Yep. Eastview will move to 2-0 in district, which is a good place to be. Belton will fall to 1-1 in district, 2-3 overall. Eastview will move up to 4-1 overall. Again, the only loss was that loss to 6A Stony Point to start the season. But other than that, they have played pretty good football this entire season, and that's actually a testament to the coaching staff. Coach Robertson, this is his first year at Eastview, and he's done an excellent job in getting these young men ready to come out and compete and play good football. And I'm just happy to see how successful the team has been this year. But we have a whole second half of a second half of the season of football to go. And not to mention, next week they play Cedar Park. They've been a perennial power in this area for close to 20 years now. And then after that, it's the big rivalry game against Georgetown High School here at GISD Stadium, Birkelbach Field. So Lake Belton's going to punt because it's 4th and 20. And here's the punt. And they're just going to let it bounce. They have no one back there. This was a I would call a no pressure because they didn't rush anybody. They had no one back there. They're just letting them kick it,
Eastview takes over
just to avoid any type of injury to your players. Also, it benefits the kicking team. They're also safer because you're not banging heads and stuff like that, or rushing down to try to tackle somebody. Down at the 20, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Patriots on their own 20-yard line. 4:10 left to go in the game. Eastview on top, 49-28, and on the cusp of going 2-0 in district. Guerrero back in the shotgun at quarterback. Clater offset to his left. Twins to the right. It's a handoff to Clater. Tries to find that corner. He gets the corner. He's going to make it to the 30. He's still on his feet. He's in bounds. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds around the 50-yard line. They're going to call him out at the 49. Good run there by Clater. 1st and 10 for the Patriots.
6-7 Eastview first down.
Yeah, he's taken the rushing load, and it seems like he's more than capable. But, of course, we hope to see Honeycutt in the future we hope to see him next week. Other handoff to Clater. Tries to just push his way through. He's going to get back to line of scrimmage, and that's about it. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Patriots. And Lake Belton's going to take a timeout here. Try to get one more score on the board to make the score look a little bit better than it really is, but we know practically right now we're in garbage time. Yeah, they've really kept their foot on the gas offensively since that, like you mentioned, Josh, that first play touchdown drive, one-play touchdown drive with that long 85-yard run by Guerrero. Not to mention add 2 other touchdowns to that, 3 total touchdowns tonight, and a couple of touchdown passes. Yeah, I would 100% agree with you. Cormac Guerrero is the MVP of the game. There's the other handoff to Clare, busts up the middle. Oh, and he breaks through the initial tackle. He's still on his feet. Ball's on the ground. And it's recovered by Lake Belton.
On the fumble recovery. Lake Belton's ball. 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line.
So the first turnover of the night for the Patriots, fumbled by Javian Clater. I don't fault him for that. I mean, there's always, when you're a tough runner like that and you're running through people, sometimes you're running through multiple people, hands are going to be brought in there. And all it takes, yeah, you could have the strongest arms and forearms, but it just takes one finger or one set of fingers to get into that spot where it could just release the football, and I think that's what happened. They have a new quarterback in now. I'll see the number here in a moment. Lake Belton does, that is. It's number 14, it looks like. And he's going to be brought down for a sack.
Cameron Watkins.
So Watkins on the sack there. 3rd sack of the night for Eastview. Way back to the 29-yard line. It's, 2nd and forever. I'm trying to do the math here. It's going to be 2nd and 23, I think. Oh, wow. That was a good pitch and catch there. Complete to Peters to get a lot of that back, to have it be 3rd and manageable. Actually, it was number 4 is Zion Harness. My apologies. So it's going to be 3rd and 6 from the 47-yard line. There's another pitch and catch to Peters. That is Peters there, and it's going to be brought down at the 41-yard line, enough for the first down. As we're ticking down, we got 2:30 left to go in the game, and again, we're going to have the 2-minute timeout. So they're moving down the field after that big sack. Here comes the pressure again, and it looks like he throws it away, and that's going to be intentional grounding right there. It didn't get to the line of scrimmage, but will they say that he is out of the tackle box? Actually, no, it doesn't matter. If he's out of the tackle box, he still has to get it to the line of scrimmage because there was no receiver in the... Actually, no, they're not going to call intentional grounding, so... Okay, that was textbook intentional grounding to me, but we're not on the field. 2nd and 10. Another slip, bubble screen, boom, big hit. That's going to actually lose yardage.
On the reception,
It's going to bring them back to about the 44-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and about 12. And we're down to the 2-minute timeout. So 2 minutes left in the game. Eastview on top of Lake Belton, 49-28. Again, I'd like to remind everyone we'll be back here broadcasting your Eastview Patriots next week as we travel to, I believe it is Gupton Stadium in Leander, Texas, as your Eastview Patriots will take on the Cedar Park Timberwolves. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. We will probably be on the air at 6:50. So look for us then. And like I mentioned earlier, the band, we didn't catch the band performance because they performed before kickoff. But next week at halftime, we'll have the Eastview Patriot Marching Band's performance in its entirety at halftime. So if you are a band parent, relative, cousin, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, great-grandma, anyone, you can catch it then. 3rd and 12 for Lake Belton. And here comes the pressure again. They got a hand on the quarterback. He goes deep. Peters is wide open, but overshot him.
pass intended for Peters.
Yeah, and see, he just, could he have taken an extra couple of big steps to grab it? But I mean, at this point, why risk yourself? You know, it's oh, there's a flag on the play. Let's see what the call is. Oh, it's face mask against the Patriots, so that's going to give him an automatic first down. It keeps the drive alive. No, I mean, keep in mind, the game is already in hand, but when you're on the field, you want to stay disciplined. You want to stick to what you're coached. You don't want to make have dumb penalties. And so now Eastview is going to have to take a timeout. It's the first one of the half. Yeah, you still want to play clean football. You don't want to start losing your discipline just because you're going to win the game. Because in this instance, a drive is now kept alive because of the penalty. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line for Lake Belton when play resumes. And 1:51 left to go in the game.
A+ is always a 5-star experience. You will receive top-notch financial services and a level of care that is truly higher than
Play resumes now. 1st and 10 for Lake Belton. Quarterback's going to be sacked again. This time is going to be number 58, Aiden Vasquez.
56, Trey Marshall.
So it's going to be, what's that? Yep, yeah, he thought he was protecting the ball. Here we go again. Another deep pass for the corner. He's open. And it's caught for the touchdown. And again, it's Harness with the touchdown catch. Good throw there by the sophomore quarterback, Josiah James. But a little too late. That just kind of makes the score a little bit more cosmetic for Lake Belton. Right. But, again, even though this is, quote-unquote garbage time, you still want to come out and play good football. You still want to come out and play hard. So I applaud Lake Belton for not just, giving up and coming out and play hard. And it resulted in a touchdown. It makes it a 2-score game. But still, Eastview's in control. They'll most likely, they're competitors. They're going to probably try to do an onside kick here after the extra point. But, yeah, give them credit. They came in here. They're not giving up. They're still playing. They scored. They put up 34 points, or potentially with the extra point, 35 points against the Patriot defense. Is actually pretty stout. So, they have a lot to hang their hat on. It's their first loss. It'll be Lake Belton's first loss in district, and there's still a lot of district games to go. They still have an opportunity to make the playoffs at the end of the season. So, still a lot of good things in front for both teams. The only thing is, the good thing is, Eastview will come out of this game tonight with a win. They'll go to 2-0 in district, and they get a win up for homecoming.
All of those district homecoming win. This is a Texas.
Definitely. Some other scores from District 8 5A. Cedar Park, who your Patriots will face next week, have defeated Rouse 48-35. They're going for 2, and here comes the pressure. And they complete it.
2-point conversion is good.
So now the score, with 1:14 left to go in the game, Eastview 49, Lake Belton 36. In other District 8 5A action, in the fourth, Glenn, at the 2-minute timeout, Glenn and Leander are tied at 21 all. So let's see what happens here. It looks like, I see Clater out there. It looks like they have the hands team preparing for an onside kick. And 1:14 left to go in the game. Still a 2-score lead. Here's the kick, and it takes that bounce, but it's recovered by Eastview at the 41-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Yeah, it did take that bounce, because that's what you want. You want it to roll and then take a bounce, and it did take that bounce, but Eastview was prepared for it. Were able to recover the ball, and now they should be able to run this clock out and walk out of here with a District 8 5A victory. First down and 10 for the Patriots on the 39-yard line. Again, 1:13 left to go in the game. Hand off to Clater. Tries to find that outside edge, and he gets it. And he's down to the 50, but he's smart, staying in bounds. That's a smart play. Don't want to run out of bounds and stop the clock. You want this clock to run, and it looks like Clater is up with a cramp. He's able to walk off the field at his own power. And unfortunately, he can't go back in because they had to take a injury timeout because of him. So he has to at least come out for one play. He was trying to go back in the game. I give him props for that. But, yeah, no reason. This game is in hand with 1:04 left to go. First down on the 49-yard line of Lake Belton for the Patriots. And the clock starts again under a minute. And it looks like they're moving to the victory formation. And there we go. And that should do it. Yep, that should do, unless Lake Belton calls a timeout. I don't think they will. And we're ticking down to 28. And they do take a timeout.
Will the game clock operator please put 36 seconds on the game clock?
Oh, they're saying that, yeah, Lake Belton did take a timeout at the end of the last play, or actually not the end of the last play, but when clock resumed after the injury timeout, and that's when they won it. That's why they're resetting the clock. So they're gonna put 36 seconds back on the clock, and it's gonna be second and about 13 because the kneel down was obviously it's a shotgun back behind the line of scrimmage. Lake Belton does have one timeout left, so they can stop the clock again. But it's time to let it go. Let's go ahead and call it. And then we're back in victory formation. And Lake Belton took their last timeout.
Timeout, Lake Belton.
Well,
That is their final timeout.
it's just delaying the inevitable
Yep.
at this point. But regardless,
Yeah, because one more kneel and they don't have to take a snap after that on fourth down. So extend the game. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I get it. You know, you want to. If this was a different scenario, if it was a one-score game or like a field goal would win it or something like that, I get you. But no, this is a whole two-score game. There's no reason to take the timeout. But again, we're not the coaches. We're not down there. We just call it as we see it. One more snap and kneel down, and that will do it with 30 seconds left on the clock. And again, your final will be Eastview 49, Lake Belton 36. Eastview will go to 2-0 in District 8-5A, 4-1 overall. Great win tonight, homecoming for Lake Belton. I'm sorry, homecoming for Eastview. And it's a great overall game. Again, the defense, yeah, they did give up some points, but for the most part they were stout because Lake Belton does have a explosive offense. But now next week, again, we travel to Gupton, and they'll take on the Cedar Park Timberwolves. They had a victory today over Rouse. And the Patriots will look to keep this winning streak going. Now it's gone up to 4 games and stay undefeated in district. So again, look for our broadcast next week. Kickoff is at 7. Look for us to come on live about 10 minutes before 6:50. It'll be myself and Brian will return, your normal play-by-play guy. I've enjoyed being your play-by-play man for this game. And thanks to Josh Blanche for covering for me on the producing side and the camera work side and the color commentating side. Thanks to Randy Fry, our QA, Merle Bertrand, our broadcast director, Suna Venkat, our technical director, and to all of you listening to us out there through the internet, across the world. For myself, Chris Cavazos, and Josh Blanche, you've been listening to and watching Eastview Patriot Football on Vype Live. We'll see you next week, folks.